Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to watch a video that just came out on May 12th, 2018. A second Black Yale student said the same white female student called the cops on him too. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video.
A second Black grad student at Yale University has come forward saying that the white student who called the campus police this week on a Black student who fell asleep while studying in a common room of a dorm did it to him back in February. Renaissance Jean-Louis says he got lost inside the dorm while looking for his friend, Lola De Cienbola, the same grad student who was forced to show her ID to police on Tuesday. And Renaissance Jean-Louis joins me now. Thank you so much. This was back in February. You asked her for directions. Good evening, by the way.
Good evening.
To the common room, right? What happened?
She began to interrogate me on spot. She asked me if I was a Yale student. I responded, yes, I was, and reaching for my ID. She started screaming and saying, basically, if you're lost and you don't know where the common room is, you must be an intruder. You need to get out. You're making me uncomfortable. You need to leave. Confused, I turned my back and went to the base of the staircase, and she was on top of the 12th floor screaming at me still.
Did police come? Did she call police on you?
She ended up calling police on me. We found that out when Lolade, a friend of mine, came to the common room, which was on the 12th floor of the Hall of Graduate Studies. And when Lolade came back, she came back with police officers who had told her that they were looking for a suspicious character, quote unquote.
Did she tell you why she felt threatened?
No reason, absolutely.
Why do you think she felt threatened?
I think race was involved, clearly. There is a policy in which you have to kind of just use your residence key to use the elevator within the graduate hall.
So this is what I want to know. So to get into the hall, is there security, or there's a locked door, right? Is it to get?
Yeah, the doors are locked. I mean, there's security passes that you got to go through.
Okay, and then even to get on the elevator,
you would have to have a resident key. And this same woman, Sarah Brash, invited me onto the elevator, asked me which floor I was getting off of, and when we got to the 12th floor, she went downstairs. But at no point throughout our entire ride did I even communicate with her beyond the fact that I was going to the 12th floor.
So you and Lola Day released a joint complaint. And I just wanted to part of it said, calling the police on a Black student because he is lost in any part of HGS and the wider Yale campus is an act of violence. Just because a Yale student is lost does not make that individual an intruder. Sending 4 policemen to the common room in my residence because a Black Yale student is lost is an act of violence because of the history of state-sanctioned executions of faultless Black men, women, and children. She called it an act of violence. Do you see it that way?
It is definitely an act of violence, not just simply racial profiling, but it sends a message to many Black students who experience these microaggressions all the time. That what Sarah told me, you don't belong here.
How'd that make you feel?
This is a place I call home. I mean, I've come to Yale not just for the amazing resources, but the support that I have with just so much faculty and so much Black graduate network support that has coalesced around me and Lolade and I, and to see that this can happen at any given moment at Yale is problematic.
But not only at Yale. I mean, we saw what happened in Philadelphia. We saw the women on the golf course. We saw the women in Rialto, California for the Airbnb, and on and on and on.
I mean, you're hitting the point, Don. I mean, we know that you can't drive while Black in America. We see that with Philando Castile. You can't walk around at nighttime while Black. We see that with Trayvon Martin. And now you can't nap while Black? That's my friend Lola. There's an issue that needs to be addressed and that needs to have not only just a conversation within the Yale community, but a nationwide conversation. When is the Black person allowed to just be in spaces?
Thank you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And I agree with that. You know, all we want is to be left alone. And as you can see, no matter how much we try to be left alone, we get intruded on. And we get unwanted conversation. And we get unwanted interaction that we did not ask for. And that's all these folks are bringing. But please tell me what you think. You know, I think it's a deliberate act to have us harmed or even killed. That's what the act of calling the police for non-violent, non-criminal things. And it shouldn't be allowed. You should be able to call 911 whenever it's a real emergency. These phone calls they're making, none of them are real emergencies. You know, again, using the police as their personal bouncers against Black people. That's what's going on. Please leave your comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, like the video, share the video. And if you can support my channel, please do. And I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.